Alright guys, I caught this female right after she laid some eggs this morning. So I figured I'd show her off and show you guys what I do with the eggs after I pull them. She's a real nice striped radar. Came from the white and yellow. You can see her front legs are just completely white. And the color in her stripe hasn't changed a bit. It hasn't really faded at all. And I really dig and don't find anything. When you know your females pretty well, and I don't have a ton of them that I breed with every year, you can just take one look at them and see that they're all deflated. Never really worried too much about rolling eggs. I've told people the story before. I've actually had eggs fly out of a container before and hit the floor, and that was a few weeks in the incubation, and I've never had any trouble. But when I do put them away initially, I try to upright them. So I just candle them real quick and make sure the bullseye's facing up, and then I put them away. But I've had babies dig them up. I've had all kinds of ways where they rolled, and I never really had one that wouldn't hatch. I keep all my females out in the room. This closet stays open. It's a little bit cooler in here in the summertime, so I keep them in here just to make sure they stay closer to 80. And then I still have my little homemade incubator that I made for the males. Another question I get asked all the time is where I get my mealworms from. We buy everything from Josh Spears and Monstar Reptiles. I've actually gotten quite a few geckos from him in the past also. He's got really great deals. He's a really good guy. We also breed quite a few at home too. Pretty much just try to do enough to get me through right before the shows if I happen to run out. And whenever I don't run out, I just dump them back in there. This is pretty much what I get every other week. I do have some little ones in there that we'll try to sort out. I want to do this out of PVC, but this is pretty much just a doubled up version of my sifter. You get super worms and a lot of stuff like that in these at the shows, and there's tons of places you can get them, but basically there's just a screen in the middle. I dump the oats and the pupas and everything in up top, and then I just shake it a little bit and then dump it out every other week. And that's all my little baby mealworms and some eggs and stuff like that. It's pretty simple. You just give it a tap or two. They usually pop right out of there. And I keep everything separate. The baby mealworms have a hard time getting back up to the top, so they're pretty much all trapped down here. And then I'll just seal it back up and give the beetles and stuff some more oats and some more carrots, and then just wait another week or two. It works pretty well. Like I said, I would just like a little bit more permanent setup. With the PVC, I could clean it out and reuse it and just get new egg cartons. But one of the easiest ways to sift the worms out later is to sift the oats into there. That way, any of the little chunks that didn't get ground up real well don't end up in there. I just dump them in with the super worms. That's pretty much the whole process. You just put the carrots on this side and they'll work their way over, and then you just get rid of the old stuff. I have a few different setups for the geckos and pythons. This is where all my hatchlings start out. These are all 6-quart tubs. Pretty much just give them a worm dish with some vitamin powder and some water, and then they have their moist hide underneath of the other hide. They do pretty well in here. I keep them in here for about 2 months or so. And then we move them up to the other container. Some of them end up getting sold before they make it over there. But anyway, these are on 3-inch flex swap belly heat. Then I have everything else on 12-inch heat tape. This is where the adults and some of the ball pythons are. Pretty much I'm only keeping pairs together, and I really don't have many of them. I really prefer to have them all laying eggs individually. It just makes everything so much easier, and they seem to bounce back so much faster. But in a decent sized cage like this, I've been doing alright with pairs. I just double up on everything. This is where we grow a lot of stuff out. I do also have some individual females laying eggs in some of these towards the bottom. I pretty much keep a separate tag for every female because most of them are separate. And then I just double everything up and back it up on another piece of paper. This is a little Pac-Man problem, babysitting for a friend. But if you guys have any questions or anything, always feel free to ask. I'll keep you guys posted on the giveaway. And as always, thanks for watching.